Sanje la ya zon che wo che la ya zon che wo ye de la ya zon che wo la ya zon che wo sa ye la ya zon che wo che la ya zon che wo ye de la ya zon che wo san ye zhi dan zuo ji qiao nan la shang zhou bar du da ne yao zon ji da ye jin zuo ji wei nam ji ro la pen zhe san ye zhou bar shou san ye zhi dan zuo ji qiao nan la shang zhou bar du da ne yao zon ji da ye jin zuo ji wei cao nam ji ro la pen zhi san ye zhou bar shou ya sim jin tam zhi de wa dan de wei zhi dan de bar zhi ji sim jin tam zhi de ma dan de ma ji zhi dan da war zhi ji sim jin tam zhi de ma mi bi de wa dan men da war zhi ji sim jin tam zhi ni ran qiao dan ni dan da wei dan yang la ne war zhi ji sim jin tam zhi de wa dan de wei zhi dan ne war zhi ji sim jin tam zhi de ma dan de ma ji zhi dan da war zhi ji sim jin tam zhi de ma mi bi de wa dan men da war zhi ji sim jin tam zhi ni ran qiao dan ni dan da wei dan yang la ne war zhi ji san ye bu ji shu shan ne do zhang re ro long zhi ye de jian ban de san ye xiang de mi de po wa yo gu nang da xian lo zhou shou ye dang ro ra na men da la ga mi ya da ya me. In English, on page number 11, I take refuge in the Guru, I take refuge in the Buddha, I take refuge in the Dharma, I take refuge in the Sangha. From now until my enlightenment, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. And by the merit created this practice, may I attain the state of Buddhahood, for the benefit of all sentient beings. May all sentient beings enjoy happiness and causes. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and causes. May all sentient beings never be separated from joyful bliss. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, purifies attachment and anger. This ground anointed with perfume, strewn with flowers, Mount Meru, encircled by the four continents, surmounted by the sun and the moon, I visualize this Buddha pure water. May all living beings enjoy the pure land. Idam Guru Rana Mendaga Kame Yadaya. Foundations prayer on page number 13, and today we will chant English version. 15. Yeah.
Page 15, foundation prayer. The foundation of all good qualities is the kind that correctly devoted to Him is the root of that. I clearly see in this and apply great effort. Please bless me to rely on great success. Understanding the precious freedom of this rebirth is found only once, is greatly meaningful and difficult to find again. Please bless me to generate mind unceasingly, day and night, day successes. This life is as permanent as a water bubble. Remember how quickly it decays and death comes. After death, the effects of black and white karma pursue us as a shadow follows the body. Finding firm and definite conviction in this, please bless me always to be careful to abandon even the slightest negativities and to accomplish all virtuous deeds. Seeking the pleasures of samsara leads to all suffering. They are certain and cannot be relied upon. Recognizing these shortcomings, please bless me to generate a strong wish for the bliss of liberation. Led by sincere thought, mindfulness, alertness, and great caution arise. The root of the teachings is keeping the pratimoksha vows. Please bless me to accomplish this essential practice. Having seen that all beings, my kind mothers, have fallen like myself into the ocean of samsara, may I train in supreme bodhicitta and bear the responsibility of freeing all migratory beings. If I develop bodhicitta without practicing the 3 types of morality, I will not achieve my enlightenment. With my clear recognition of this, please bless me to practice the Bodhisattva vows with great energy. By pacifying distractions to wrong objects and correctly analyzing the meaning of reality, please bless me to generate quickly within my mind tree the path uniting calm, abiding, and special insight. Having become a pure vessel by training in the general path, please bless me to enter the holy gateway of fortunate ones, the Vajrayana, the highest of vehicles. The basis of accomplishing the 2 attainments is keeping your vows and commitments. Having become firmly convinced of this, please bless me to protect these vows and pledges with my life. Having realized the importance of the 2 stages, the essence of the Vajrayana, by practicing with great energy, never giving up for 4 sessions, please bless me to realize the teachings of the Holy Guru. Gurus who show the noble path, practice it, have long lives. We need to pacify completely all outer and inner hindrances. In all my lives, may I never be separated from perfect gurus and the magnificent Dharma. By completing qualities and the stages in the past, may I quickly attain the state of Vajrayana.
Good morning and Dashi Dilik.
아니 뜻당 가서 단데 뜻당을 좀 사용을 하는데 넘바 망하지 인터넷 거를 consider 그랬는데 그냥 사와들이 가실래요 되나 뭐죠 시험 가서 냠데 초고 임진로 가를 진짜 딱 가서 처음에 알아서 뭐 일찍을 가서 처음에 대기치 좀 나와서 그늘 맞좀 나와서 땅을 좀 너무 좀 정말 요랬어 통문 통문도 봐 요때 옛날 때 땅땅 알아서 소수 통문 많이 빌 로아 요랬어 옛날 대기 용사 때 거를 딱 저한테만 대기 용사 때소 리스미 요들이다 그러지 아주 지금 아들이 자 전부 시고 그러던 거 세트 산에 라이어 뭐 리스미 한치나 마세트 리스미도 다 때때 요말 리스미 지금 이거는 네번 요말 있나 텔레 다슴 징아지 그러지 텔레는 소 원전 근데 대치도 등은 종사가 싸워로 샘을했어 샘거니 그롱 안데니 차당다 다 샤미양질라 소바테 kan동원도 지라 텔라텐 리슴고 조라도 티속난도 그랬어 텔라텐에 데데크 소라도 용거 또 정말 kengo 그랬더니 샘세트 백같이 모르겠어
So I would like to express the advanced apology, going through basic about the practice, and rather than going discuss directly what we've been discussing. I know like we have the senior or long time who've been participating this class. But we also have a newcomer, and I would like to say welcome. And here at the center or our class. Uh, but anyway, all of us, we all have one wish and one purpose to coming here. And the very purpose or the dream is the to achieve the common wish or the common achievements. Even though we all have a common wish, but different is the we have a different way to pursue and different way to achieving our own desire or wish. And but the speaking of the that wish, of course, that very common wish will be happiness. We all have a common wish of happiness and overcome suffering. But the different is the we have a different way to pursue that based on our very the intentions and the way of thinking and so forth. The speaking of the happiness. A the happiness, of course, we can we can achieve from the very the resource that we have, the body and the mind. Without the body and the mind, other than body and mind, or independently, or the by merely relying on the body and mind, and we experience the happiness. And the but most important, the within these two, physical and the mind is the very important. That is the one thing we have to keep in our mind. And once our mind is the become the manifest into the wholesome mind or the positive mind, and then we will have joy and happiness in our life.
대자당 알아도 미쳐말을 무일리지 그냥 아주 타랑 보선 로고구나 사전 로사드 당도 요거서 하고 텔레 로스 로치기구나 모란도 카드는데 같이 보고 때 수준에 요라며 강을 가지고 거리는 롱근데 좋네 강서대 칼로한테 같이 물어와 칼로한테 안에 sem나가다 잠바던 시징 쓰미고네 뭐 받들라 만노라진 루토에나 당당 로사 랩드 랩도 거 때 나중에 아주 샘 리슴 뉴들 리드 뭐라도 치바르지 샘도 칼로와들스 샘띵은 칼로와지 섬 칼로와지 로사 당 무일 가르키고 무일 띠강한 로고와데 셰럽거 비 딱시 당네 때 만노르지네 단시그 차당왕도 내리기 시트고 말아 착배공도 소나 파쇼라 이때와 전 동네 디그 노틀로 비차지가 배주 통 말았어 근데 셰당 원도 소나 파쇼고 이 차정 mực bát thông này thì lão bị cha cha thông được mà cái nó ngô cũng sĩ cái lão mà lão bị cha thông mà lão bị cha nhỉ nhỉ rồi thì bị chút chắp chỉ thôi cái này cái chỉ thôi rồi lão tôi nghĩ thôi rồi thế mà sẽ đồng cả chính gì rồi
So again, when we uh, engage any practice, as I mentioned earlier, this the very resource that we have, body and mind, and the mind is the most important. And here again, mind is like a driver, and the body is like a car. For example, if you reach uh, any certain destinations, of course, you need a car driver, right? And but driver like a mind make sure that know the directions, know the destinations, plus and have the wholesome mind of alertness, wholesome mind of mindfulness. And once we have that kind of driver, the mind, and which know the directions and also the wholesome of the alertness as well as mindfulness, then we can reach our destinations without any problem. Otherwise, if we do, well, we may have a car or the perfect body, or we may have a mind like a driver, but the driver is being distracted and lose the or the lack of distractions or mindfulness, and they may forget their route, or they may forget their how to the arrive at destinations or being distracted. And so therefore it is the important always we have to being mindful and being alert, and make sure that we are always our mind is always manifested into the positive one, such as the having a great positive mind of alertness, the mindfulness and wholesome mind, and so forth. Otherwise, if we let our mind being controlled or dominated by the negative mind, such as aversions and attachments, then wherever we go, we always, fail to distinguish what is right and wrong, and so forth. For example, if our mind is being deluded or the controlled by the uh, attachments, then we wouldn't see the we wouldn't see the faults of others, because we are being controlled by the attachment. We see them or that object as a beautiful and very attractive. And also, if our mind is being controlled by aversions or hatred, then we wouldn't see the other their valuable knowledge and so forth. So therefore, every phenomena, wherever we go, every phenomena or every object has a two side, and good and the bad side, positive and the negative side. It is us, it's all come down to individual, that how we approach, how we the take that very essence from that object, from that phenomena, because every phenomena and object has two sides. So it is important through the practice, through the having this wholesome mind, we try to collect and we try to pick the right object, positive object, and meanwhile try to eliminate and abandon the negative object. object.
텐서다 인트닝하고 띵고아 뜻가르네 쪼차다 빵위 빵과 차요 빵과데 자로 가서 노바짱게 뜻가르 쪼가 쪼즈는 레로세들스 레로세 뜻가르 나오 미트가 말은 종고 말세다 니 지긴데 지마 지긴세 지고 같을 때 당당 맞지 파 뒤쪽 돌아다 뒤쪽세 빼까 첨부를 뒤쪽 담지 제밖에 뒤쪽 돌아다 때 레로세드 그 쇼지레스 때조 안에 ngaronzo neli ngomba hamako mari paset mari pata lelo ga ngao pe dingni yongsa zawaro chadore tensata ane zo sherab dang zori la temba na to sherab la temba na ngoi neli de la shopa sherab de la tv sherab sambi sherab gombi sherab mangbu yo de la chapa chani tangbo amzo nyen zobjong chi tani nyen de la samlo tang ne te laglan dawai na sherab ko to de la tene de la to garo na zori kores 소리 니와 네 지탁긴 세트 레로 갑득 자트 같아. 지긴 단단한 지긴 네 뒤초 돌아다는 면서 소수수 때도 동동 근데 지나는 미면서 확불 로종종조 도종지 고급도 초성의 양질 뒤초도 양지 산이 용어요 말았어. 다 우로다 잘랑로다 양정 그 탑시당의 용어요 때 뒤초도 용어요 말 요요 말았어. 뒤에서 안에 뜻 캠바시 버지. 우리 미면서 지키는 거 도식 요즘.
Again, let's stick with the mind. Again, our mind has two kinds of mind, and we could call the enemy or the friend. And enemy mind or the friend, close friend mind. And of course, we have to try to be familiar, be close to our good mind or the positive mind, and try to keep distance or try to eliminate or the seize that very negative mind or the enemies. For example, one of our enemy mind will be widely known as the ignorance, and as well as the laziness. Laziness and the ignorance are our enemy. For example, we often fail to achieve whatever the dream or wish we want to achieve because of laziness. For example, laziness like procrastinations. We keep postponing our work and our study and so on and so forth. We think we keep skip. Like I will do this next. I will do this maybe later. I will do this tomorrow. But tomorrow never ends. So we keep postponing, and so therefore, always be aware this two mind, especially with the negative or the like an enemy, will ruin our life. And so how we can defeat or eliminate this negative or enemy, the mind of enemy, through the applications of the mind of great wisdom as well as the perseverance, great effort. And for example, we should apply the great wisdom of listening, wisdom of contemplations, and the wisdom of the meditations. Through these three wisdom, listening, contemplation, and the familiarity or the meditations, and plus the guarded the force of the guard or the force of the support of the perseverance, we can eliminate these two enemies or the negative mind. So especially, when we young star, we have to, be aware of this negative mind, such as laziness and so on and so forth, because like we may fail to accumulate money, accumulate wealth. It's okay if I cannot accumulate money or earn money today or this year. It's okay. I have always have opportunity. I can reconnect and do again, and I can earn money. I can make money in my life. But time is very rare, and time is very precious. If you lose this time when we have a full of energy, wisdom, and capability, if you lose this time, we cannot buy. That time never come back. So therefore, take advantage, take that advantage, that very time, especially when we are young, and study hard and do work hard, and then we will fulfill our wish and dream.
된다. 미무치는 쪽세 같이 모르죠. 쪽 정보 당동이 야럽 당동나 그 소소 야럽 거 이제 그래서 쪽 마럽 당동에는 당부터 대원도 먼저 섬나 갈래갈래 대원도 손에 소소 지금 마럽 창로 되는 거 때저때 무치당나 된거지 같이 조지듯이.
and uh, and also sometimes due to the stepping into wrong directions, or the wrong time or wrong place and so on and so forth, we may lost, or we may the lead toward the wrong directions due to the bad influence and so on and so forth. So therefore, again, always be kind of vigilant, and be kind of aware of choosing a right companion, right friend. Try to choose the friend who can influence you good toward the good directions. If we choose the bad friend, of course, at the beginning, because of the awareness and so forth, we may know they are not supposed to be, hang out and be with them. It might influence me into negative directions. But because of our tendency, the negative tendency are very strong. So we may, turn, or we may become close to them. And once when they do that, then it will, because of the familiarity as well as influence, and we might, step and walk into wrong directions.
야, 단지 남기지 마 보세요.
Okay, so let's we can discuss our subject that we left last time. And if you turn 3 pages, you will see the page number 337. Four variables, and today we will discuss these four variables.
딱 같은 거막 기위쌤 시기지 막 기위쌤 이사기지 그 자동지 로사리지 다 연결지어야 돼 그도 삼목 끌롱근 동라 때네네 삼로 당당식 기위쇼라 로즈가 삼로 당당식 뭐 기위쇼라 로즈가 꼭 거기에 있는 길 초초여자 들려 연결지어 그러지.
So I think we are the end of 51 mental event, and we have studied and discussed about the 51 mental factor, such as 5 omnipresence, 5 object determining, 5 virtues, 6 basic emotions, 20 proximate, and now we are on the 4 variables, and the 4 variables are the it's really depend on the one's motivations, the force of the motivations, and the force of the way of thinking, and it could be turned either wholesome and unwholesome, virtues and non-virtue.
다 당보들 닐스 다 닐 가서 소말로 냠스 용점도 니 쿠자 닐세데 니 세데 쿠용 소랑 가서 단다 먹고나 용원데 먹고 넘버셔 나이 넘버셔 남싱오 공이 남시데 파 지디네랑 하면 버디닌 마 오르게 잡은 소로 뜨니 코 녹타메소네 다 소리 따때 닐 마쿠니 혼들라 삼로당네 저 삼로 야보 bên yang ji gom ro som lo ya ho dang ni ku song na ta ti ni ma se par de chong gu sho la ro so som lo gi wa sho dang ni ku na gu sho lang go ma lo min na ki ji ya ho dang so ta kyo ni ma ku wa som lo de cha dang ne pe na kong ru la lang cha dang do chang ro ki den de jin mi la sam ba dang go chi go sam de som lo den de ji dang dang de de ji da da ong bong ga de ji ni ku song na o te ni ma se par de ta ni de ma gi wi ni la ro so 다 삼로 지하면 되니 그서 삼바 일 동용세 서로 동용성 동용세 다 개월 말 개월 말 서로 동용을 레이칸 그 좀봐 요말 그래서 된지 잡으려 온 거였어 근데 된일세라들 일세도 쳤던 서로랑 하면 버디네 금로 저로 또 동용 냠순용으로 일세도
So the first is sleepness. So sleepness, we all have an experience of sleeping, and we all have an experience of sleeping, and uh, the so when we